FizzyLoops here and welcome to my channel. I'm playing a game called Compensation Not Guaranteed. It's just a demo. The game itself is not out yet and doesn't have a release date just yet. It's a Papers, Please style game. You check ownership for authenticity in documents, listen to stories and decide who should give up their land in the name of progress. A new nation is born. We have survived war. We have survived abandonment by colonial rulers. We have survived the birthing pangs of a new government. Now in the aftermath, we want to build a country for our children and our children's children, green and safe and beautiful. Some of us will need to give up our old homes, our touchstones, our lands, but nothing great was ever achieved without sacrifice. A brighter future awaits if we do this together. Will you serve? Well, 1965 July. The character's a smoker. Hi, you must be the new addition. I'm the deputy secretary. My name is Bobai. If I said that right, I'm sorry if I didn't. But most people call me Bobby. Quick! Oh, someone else wants to say hi. She's the most curious one in the show. She's the most curious one. Cute, right? Back in the pouch you go. I'll begin with some background information. We have many construction projects planned, so we need to take over a lot of land. The people residing on these lands have been told to vacate. If they can produce valid ownership documents, we will compensate them for surrendering their land. Your job is to make sure these documents are authentic and decide if compensation should be awarded. If something seems fishy... Oops, you're right, baby. Can't use that term. Back in the pouch, you're embarrassing me. Anything as suspicious with the documentation, compensation will be denied. Anyway, an officer has a few cases he thought you could use for practice. For the first case, we have Mrs. D'Souza. She is the law-abiding sort, so there shouldn't be a problem with her documents. I'll call her queue number now. Right. Hello, did you call for the right number? You'll be checking my documents. You look so young. Wait, are you in training? You won't make any mistakes, will you? We understand it's stressful for you, Mrs. D'Souza. It'll be fine, you'll see. Oh, okay, I guess. I'm coming over to your side to help you with the inspection. To start, ask for her documents and bring them over to the inspection area on the right. Should be easier to read the details now. Let's begin with looking at her name and make sure they match. Is the same? Yep. If you spot anything wrong with the names, let me know. Great. Now all you have to do is look over the rest of the details. You can check other fields now for anything out of the ordinary. The addresses need to match too, and no fields should be empty. Nothing is empty. The address... number 11 and Close M23. That looks fine. Once you've checked these, let me know your findings. I don't see any issues either. About ready to finalise the acquisition. Other than going over the documentation, you should consider conversing with the landowner. It helps with learning about their background, clarifying issues with documents, or making the whole process feel less impersonal. Oh no, must we? Nothing makes me feel more nervous than having to hold a conversation. Really? I couldn't tell, Mr. Souza. You've been doing wonderful so far. It'll only be a few general questions and then we can bring the process to a close. You can converse with her by addressing her directly. Let's get to it, shall we? Yes? My name is Rosa D'Souza. Souza with a Z, not an S. Should it be an S? Do you need me to change it? My current address is 11 Close. I moved there 12 years, 2 months and 4 days ago. 1953, 2 months. Yep, checks out. My IC number is 41674. I memorised it the moment I got my IC. You did great, Mr. D'Souza. Everything seems to be in order, so we can go ahead with the approving compensation. Grab the green stamp and stamp the title deed, unless you want to chat with her more. You know what, let's just go ahead. Is it really over? Will I get the money? Of course, Mrs. D'Souza, we're nothing like the corrupt officials of the past. Thank goodness, talking to a government official is so nerve-wracking. Not that I didn't trust you. The government, that is. Can I go now? Of course you can go, Mrs. D'Souza. Don't forget your IC. Here you go. Place the title deed in the map on the left. You've learned how to view collected title deeds. You will learn how to collect them in the future. Good luck with your training. That wasn't so bad, was it? I guess Mrs. D'Souza might feel differently, but let's move on. The next case we were given is Mr. Keys. When the officer told him to fix his documents the first time, Mr. Key kicked up a fuss. You need to be on the lookout for problems with his documents, as he might have refused to comply. If we can't come up with a good explanation, we'll have to reject his claim to compensation. It's a real headache when people behave that way, but we have to remain professional no matter what. Part of the job is facing tough challenges head on. Isn't that right, baby? Squeak, squeak. I'll call for Mr. Key's queue number now. Maybe you should stay down for this one, baby. Squeak. About time. Better make this quick. There's no need to check my documents because they are fine. It's a routine procedure. We can't skip, Mr. Key. But we promise it'll be quick if there are no issues. Remember to bring the documents to the inspection area on the right. Okay, let's start with doing a general scan of the documents. There's been no time to create new documents for every citizen, so they just bring in whichever ones they currently have. That's just something we have to deal with for a while. Still the same basic task of checking for discrepancies. Well, I've already seen one in his name. So let me know if you spot any. Okay, so his name's different. And this seems to have been given to him when he was a few months old, because that's his date of birth. Okay, I'll teach you the next step for noting a potential discrepancy. Let me pass you your office pen. Better not be delaying things for no good reason. Use the pen and select the two fields that you think don't match. Name. Name? I was worried you wouldn't spot it. Why would you be worried I wouldn't spot something as obvious as a different name? Come on. The names definitely aren't matching. You'll have to point this out to Mr. Key. Converse with him directly and ask him for an explanation. What? Something wrong with the name? Let me see. So the name is a little different. It's normal to see such minor problems in documents all the time. I can guarantee you these documents are legitimate. They don't match, so tough. I don't care if you force me to go fix these documents one more time. I will complain to your minister directly. It's all about the deadline to present proper documents. Let me ask you this. Is it your job to blindly follow the rules? Or is it to serve the citizens of this country? You know what the right thing to do is, so do it. How is this fair to me? This is robbery. This is my land, mine. You have no right. I think there's no getting through to him. You better just reject his claim to compensation. Reject compensation, use the red stamp, and imprint the mark on the title deed like you did when approving. Don't use their stamps at deed. Right, for the last steps, you need to return Mr. Key's IC and collect the title deed. You're just a trainee, aren't you? I'll tell everyone that the government is full of incompetence, destroying our lives, stealing our homes. You're going to find out it's the people in charge. Us. Not you. Right, that went well. Oh dear, that was more difficult than I'd expected. I'm sorry I couldn't help out more. It's not my place to handle cases directly. Well, we all get used to it. If not outright desensitized. Let's move on to the last case. It's an old lady who's had a few changes to correct her documents. Hopefully she's managed to sort them out. She isn't just as fierce as Mr. Key. I'll call her queue number now. Hello, my, you're so young. That's what our country needs. Not old, forgetful people like me. Don't say that, Madam Manette. Elders like you have valuable experience and wisdom to share. Got to use the right tone with these old aunties. May, clear you! I'll let you handle the inspection and chime in if needed. Go ahead with the inspection like before. If you can't find anything wrong, go ahead and use the green stamp. If you see something strange, select it with the pen, then tell Madam Manette about it. Okay, let's see. 5B and lane M11, that's fine. Then we've got Manette Core Badjois. Sorry if I say anything wrong. Let's see, this was given date of birth 18 June. That has no date of birth on it, so that makes no difference. There's no empty gaps. Oh wait, the year is wrong. Pretty sure she didn't get this in 2957. Good eye, the year is definitely wrong. It'll be great if we actually make it to the 30th century though. I think we should hear her explanation before proceeding to start a conversation with her about the error. Oh no, oh dear. I brought it to the registrar's office. I thought everything was fixed. I might have written the date incorrectly on the form. It's just that these old eyes can't see clearly anymore. My hand is unsteady too. This one number is wrong. Can't you just overlook it? Oh, this is a tough one. Just the one number. But I don't have the authority to make this decision. As an officer in training, you'll have to decide whether awarding or denying compensation is right. Really was an honest mistake by this old elephant. Really unfortunate, but no. There is no time left for her to fix the documents again. Oh no. Will you give this old, poor-sighted, absent-minded pachyderm a chance? You look like such a kind young person. Even my bad eyes can see that. Won't you give me a chance? You keep saying the same thing. Give me more information. I'm supposed to talk to you and stuff. You're bad. You know what? There you go. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Now I won't have to be out on the street. Many blessings. Here's your card. Alright, Madam Manette, you can head off now. I'll never forget your kindness, even if I forget everything else. I did say it was your call, but I would have been afraid of letting the error go. Guess I'm not cut out for making tough choices. Be careful not to earn a reputation for being too lenient now. The Tokay will handle the next stage of your training. Kang Liao. Time to close shop, everyone. What, it's still early. Why are you telling everyone to go home? Didn't you hear? The director left early to attend an important dinner function. He said any remaining work would have to wait till tomorrow. If Tokay says we can go, then we can go. You're welcome to stay behind and lose out on extra leisure time. I'm out of here. Chu Liao. Well, I guess that's our super productive work ethic for you. Looks like you get to call it a day. Tomorrow is going to be packed for you. You'll have the director's briefing on top of your first set of cases. You'd better head home and have a good rest. Say bye-bye to the officer. Squeak, squeak. At night, a dream begins. Hello, my, you're so old. That's what our country needs, old forgetful people like you. This is creepy. Everything is just fine. Nothing to worry about. You can just Gave in to sentiment like you did before. So you should be picking up the red stamp of rejection. So sure, why did you choose green in the real world? But I'm one old lady. My suffering can't outweigh the fate of our country. So old, so forgetful, just accept it. The stamps, your only way to express your will. If you don't use the stamps, it'll feel like you're trapped in this job cycle forever. I'm trying to. Red stamp, that's what you're told to do, but you don't have to do what you're told to do you? Pish posh, why follow the rules? It will only make you unhappy. Reject. If they can't remove all doubt, then reject. Remember, you can do whatever you feel is right. You are in charge. Green stamp is ready for you now. No. Put red ink on the green one. No. What happens if I keep trying to click the red? Come on. Click in the eye. Time to follow through on what you've started. You can't afford to turn back. Green is mean. No. Poke you in the eye. No. I can't do anything else. Oh. No. Fine. There you go. It's that easy when you know you're right. Now give them to me and you can forget about all of this. There. What happens here doesn't matter. You're only ever in the realm of Mayor. That was some creepy dream. At dawn, a dream ends. Didn't like that. You came back, and early too. Goodness gracious, trying to get the worm, are we? Not that I thought you'd give up after a bit of training. How do you feel about how yesterday went? Still reeling from the encounter with Mr. Key, huh? Just remember, the work you do is essential no matter how tough it gets. The Tokay should be ready to meet you now. The Tokay can be a bit blunt, but he really wants the department to do well. Good luck! No wonder you had to take half a day off, Tokay. Can't miss out on such a banquet. Free drink, free food, and most importantly, free from work. Hey now, it was work-related. Celebrating the achievements of senior officials is one of our duties too. That means the whole department will get a half day off to celebrate your banquet when it's your time. Oh sure, when I am promoted to minister level, I'll declare it an official holiday. What a joker. Oh, you're here. We were just finishing up. I will head off then. Thanks for letting me go on leave, Tokay. These children of mine are always getting bullied by the other students at school. Good luck to us if we have to make the whole country get along. Don't make light of such matters. Our new officers won't have high morale if they hear such talk. That's enough idle chatter. I believe Bobby brought you through a few cases yesterday. How did they go for you? They should have been straightforward. Well, I hope that doesn't mean Bobby did all the work. He sometimes forgets his station. Things get messy if all of us don't keep to our assigned roles. I heard from Bobby you decided to approve compensation to one Madame Manette. There was a small error in the documents from what I heard. How did you arrive at your decision? Ooh. Error was significant and not her fault. I feel like that's the thing, but to impress the boss. Opportunity to improve the government's reputation with citizens. While this wasn't an impactful case in that respect, that sort of big picture outlook is commendable. Thinking about broader consequences down the line is what's expected of officers aiming to climb the ranks. I get used to explaining your decisions as I will be reviewing your cases after each completed district. Moving on, that officer who left after you came in, you'll be taking over the rest of his cases as he had to go on leave. This is the folder for that officer's district. You will be using it for two main things. One, to keep track of progress, and two, schedule meetings with landowners. Let's take a look inside the map folder. Okay. This area is one of the oldest commercial districts. Generations of traders built a livelihood in these shop houses. It's seen better days, though maybe not by much. The recent public disturbance has made it even more unsightly. We will be clearing this neighbourhood for new office buildings. Some will be upgraded for commercial use when new companies can be set up. Others will be cleared for government use. In fact, the Ministry of Finance will be headquartered here. Surely the importance of developing this neighbourhood is apparent to you. It might sound harsh, but yes, we need to make the district attractive to new companies with better prospects. The basic point is that we cannot make progress without first removing what's impeding it. We have records for each plot. They include some notes describing the property and information about the landowner. Once you have previewed the landowner and plot, you can call them to the office and have their ownership verified. The remarks section will record the results of your verification process and how you obtained the land. Next up is the deadline tracker on the top left. As you can see, each day has only enough time for 3 meeting slots. When you call a landowner in, it will use up the next available meeting slot. Since the deadline for submission is right around the corner, you will only have 4 slots for this district. That's 1 slot for each case, so you must settle them then and there. All 4 plots must be acquired. Because the plans for this district are crucial to our ministry's goals, I want you to acquire all 4 plot lands. To track your progress, there will be an overlay handle at the top of the map. Shows you all the key structures in the plans. There will be notes to remind you of the significance of each project. Note the compensation limit at the bottom. Budget is high enough to compensate everyone, but that doesn't mean you can award them willy-nilly. Remember that I'll be reviewing the meat cards and going over the cases after you submit the folder. Alright, let's wrap this up. It's not like time stops when you're not processing cases. Close the folder. 2 things to note before we end. First, as I've said, there is no time left for landowners to fix their documents. If there were enough time, you'd be able to decide if a landowner deserves a chance to correct them. But that simply isn't the case here. Second, I realise you are taking over someone else's district. Thus, it wouldn't be fair to conduct a full evaluation once you've submitted the folder. I will, however, look through the folder to see how you handled each case. If I see any irregularities with your decision making, you will need to account for them, so be sure to follow the rules. That will be all. Now get to work. Your nation is counting on you. Back from the briefing, ready to throw in the towel? Wow, you're making me feel guilty for not radiating optimism like you are. Might need to bring everyone in the office to meet you and soak some of it in. Oh, before I forget, I was popping by to drop this off too. It's just a simple list to remind you of the basic do's and don'ts if you ever need it. Oh, the baby, but be courteous and polite. Okay, thank you. I started making this because new recruits kept asking me for help reminding them. You wouldn't believe how much bobbing around it saved me. Well, times are wasting and we've a country to conjure up. Wish the officer luck on their first set of cases, baby. Squeak, squeak, squeak. When you're ready, open the map folder to select your first case. Retail shop, haven't met, I see the number. Shop house, Neo, Rakush, and Awa. You in first? Good, you're not one of them. Those cannot trust. If you're one of them, I no give you papers. I get different officer. Like you don't know. Damn cats. Make noise at night, go into people's houses with no permission, steal money. Not only steal, break table, break chair. break statue, break whole restaurant. Must be that. Anna cat. She always makes trouble. Says my children bad dogs. Did she come here? You give her money. You shouldn't. She's thief. You watch out, she liar, she thief. You know, give her money. My new place, start new restaurant far, far from them. Part of this is missing. Can't see the end of your surname. Or end of your name. What I can see matches. When you make new country, you put them one side, put us the other side. The same as old government. No mixed and all peaceful. So there's a missing part of your documents. Why you point at IC, you say me what's wrong? Then that IC has been damaged and you can't read some information. That's not my fault. Say you already, these cats come and break restaurants. Why say get hurt, I go hide with children. Upstairs, my bedroom door, where else? They go into my room. Already, must be cats, no one else in building. All really bad. Why hold stamp? Put down stamp. But I tried to talk to you. Fine, if you say it's no good, let me fix first. How can you not give me a chance to fix first? Not fair, it's not my fault. Time to fix or else. Sorry. I will teach you all a lesson. I feel really bad because what if someone did come in and rip it? But I couldn't see the rest of her name and couldn't verify it. Guess we've got one. Hello, how are you? My name is Prakesh. Nice to meet you. Please excuse my appearance. I know I'm not looking presentable. AMD, yep. 38 Merchant Alley, M31. Looks like his picture, except someone's bitten off his ear. What can I help you with? Would you like some tailored clothing made to measure? Oh, sorry, you're not a customer. You have questions for me, officer. Very direct, officer. Have no problem with that, of course. Well, you see, officer, I just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Cut myself against some glass. Oh. Got caught up in the riots. It's just spread all over, you know. Very hard to avoid. Oh no, what would I tell the police? I don't know if it was a cat or a dog or even some other group. All a big jumble. I really think we should do whatever we can to stay out of trouble. It's the wisest decision. Well, it's mayhem and mischief. Because one good thing is people will need my services to tailor new clothes. I think it's better not to discuss it further if you don't mind, officer. Wonderful to hear, officer, but I am in no need of help, thank you kindly. Now, please, officer, I'd like to be getting home soon. I have to rest and recover. Why would anyone do that to the owner? He's the friendliest person in the neighbourhood. My pups are delightful. They just get a little rowdy, that's all, protective of their mother. Trust me, no one would ever think about harming that wonderful family. I can guarantee it. MELCHAND PRAKASH. This is fine, I think. Thank you very kindly, good officer. I will use this money to set up my business at a new location. One where hopefully everyone can stay out of trouble. He's gone on about how she's really nice and I declined her. Oh no. I feel bad. Right, let's see. Hi, officer. Here are my documents. Mark on it. I know the paper is damaged, sorry. Yes, the instruction says bring IC and title deed. I missed something? I was just walking along my neighbourhood. On my way here, some puppies, they just came up to me and started hounding me. They threw dirty water at me. One of them was the child of that restaurant owner, Ming Chu. I'm sure of it. When I opened my bag to look at the paper, the ink was running, so I tried to dry it. That just made it worse. You can still see my name and address, yes? As I explained, it was the puppies. Terrible. Such bad upbringing. I tell you, it's that restaurant lady. Some dogs hate cats for no reason, and she is the worst. She says her restaurant was attacked by cats. She says cats were the ones that started throwing bottles at people. She hates all cats, and me in particular. I'm sure she sent those puppies after me. I tell you, dogs are just out to attack us for no reason. Quite basic instinct for them. The other ones had M31, and I'm going to assume this is M31 because this, but I'm considering 2 letters here. Thank you. I'm sorry for the damaged paper. At least those dogs didn't cause even more damage. Goodbye. Hey, new bird. Looks like someone is ready to pack up. Not thinking of calling it quits, are you? You have to last until the end of the week. Please make it to the end of the week. How did your first day go? Well, that just means you're being really conscientious and careful. Just put a positive spin on things and everything will be fine. If you ever feel at a loss, just remember the golden rule. Just finish the task quickly and see if mistakes come back to haunt you later. Boink! Give Daddy a break, baby. I was just joking. Time for us to go too. You know the drill. Bums to wipe and bedtime stories to read. Say goodbye to the officer, baby. Boink! Head home for the day. Another night, another dream. A field to be cleared to yield a harvest. Canvas, beautiful, it nourishes indifferently, all allowed to grow up on it. I don't want to cut it. Cut. Do I just let them grow or do I cut them? Cull. Circumscribe. Control. Cultivate. The sun, radiant, traverses relentlessly. Inaction is action. So I just leave them to grow because, like, they seem to really want to be there. Cull. Circumscribe. Control. Cultivate. The landscape, mutable, coalesces inevitably as form is function. Let's see what happens if I don't. A clash of wills, carving possibility out of tenuous, uneven ground. Another dawn, another awakening. Another strange one. Well, that's the final case in the folder to tackle. Well, there's another case. Right. I like his hat. I like his style. May the beacon of objectivity guide your intellect. Title deed. Gentle we, cogent, dispassionate, at your disposal. You look like your picture. In date, that's in date. Is there a discrepancy in names? Yes, I don't see anything the matter. You'll have to make yourself clear if you're taking issue with something in the documents. And here I thought you had discovered something substantial. Have you not heard of baptismal names? I'm a devout member of the Order of Enlightenmentarianism. I got that really close. Enlightenmentarianism. Surely your superiors have made special note of our growing influence in society. Appalling oversight. It falls on me to instruct then, lest you continue wandering the wasteland of ignorance. All neophyte, neo-rationalizers are baptized with a new name upon acceptance into the order. From then on, we are to be known by our ordained name, including legal identities. By way of interference, it must be due to my having the time to alter the deed, but not that I see. Not for this transaction being scheduled so abruptly, I would have altered both documents accordingly. I believe that settles the discussion. Both documents are in my name. Approving compensation logically follows. That's the thing you were given time to do. Okay, the names are different. If you had time to do one form, you had time to do the other, and everyone was warned that this was going to happen. You had time. How dare you? This is a violation of my basic freedoms. This, you, it, religious persecution. All the cases are done. Guess it's time to submit the folder. Time to submit the folder. Right, so let's hope this went well. Have a seat. So you've managed to complete the district. That said, during your first briefing, I will be looking through your cases. If I see anything that needs further explanation, we'll ask you about how you arrived at your decision. It would lead to what's the word? Oh, must be in alignment with ministry regulations. Let's say that you compensated Miss Ishmael. Wait, the details on the title deed are illegible. You'll need to explain why you awarded compensation. Your course matching paper is hostile. The information on the documents can't be verified. Plain and simple. In some cases, landowners are allowed to fix their documents, but you are not to compensate them until this is carried out. You told me that there was no time. You will definitely have to apply stricter standard going forward. If I deem approved compensation unacceptable, your evaluation grades will suffer. One more thing before we conclude. I want to ask you about your interactions with them. How was their general attitude? Did they talk at all about the recent troubles? Some were quick to blame other groups for the unrest, concerned how the government will maintain. That's what I feared. This sort of social friction can transform into open violence if we don't manage it. Soon after that, faith in the government will erode, and then we'll be starting from scratch all over again. Worse than that, actually, it'll be harder for them to accept a government that represents the interests of all. As the district wasn't assigned to you to begin with, you won't be receiving a full evaluation. I think I did well. No, don't accept that. That's not okay. And what that means, some of your choices were questionable, and the explanations you gave earlier didn't pass muster. That was one. You'll definitely need to do better if you want any sort of career progression as a civil servant. We'll move on to your progression report, which is likewise limited in scope for now. I've clicked the other option. On probation grade. It states clearly you're still on probation. You won't be confirmed as a department officer until you've handled a full district on your own. It gets more complicated from here on out. Eventually, you'll be managing a budget and a deadline on top of assessing documentation. Okay, that's all. Didn't take too long, which is great. Do you have any final questions before I let you go? I wouldn't know. That depends on many factors. Some will go on to apply for new housing. Some will appeal the compensation amount. Thankfully, that's not our responsibility. It's other departments' hassle. Understand? Right, you may head home for today. Rest and prepare for the increased responsibilities you'll face. Sure. Hey, new bird. Done with your first evaluation? I know I'm a little capo with all this hovering about and checking in. I guess you could say it's my parenting ins. Everyone run. We've got to leave now. They're breaking through the gates. They have weapons. Cecil, what's wrong? Calm down. There's a mob. They just appeared outside. They're shouting that we're stealing homes. They say we're corrupt. That Tiger Key, he was leading them. I think they want to kill us. I'm heading to the back door. Get out of my way. Go, you got a little baby. Run. Looks like this isn't some joke. Follow Cecil to the emergency exit. I'm going to the break room. Left one of my babies asleep in there. You leave first, go. No, you barely know your way around. You'd only slow me down. It's okay, I got it. Go now. Your new nation needs you to make the hard choices. Ensure fairness for the many. To secure our future. Will you serve? Oh, another weird dream. Yeah, so that's the end of it. It was a good ending point. A fun game. Definitely want to give it a try when it's out. I'm new to this, so all the likes and subscribes and all that will be much appreciated. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.